Welcome. I'm genuinely glad you're here, and I mean that. Most of you that are here are already putting in the work. You're showing up, you're building your brand, and you're putting yourself out there. And somewhere along the way, you probably felt like your brand just doesn't match your level yet. Today isn't just a presentation, it's going to be your shift. And my name is Amera Fattah. I'm the founder and the CEO of Sweet Stories, the advertainment company. And in the next hour, I'm going to show you how exactly to build a brand identity that positions you to be seen, sought, and selected. Drop your questions in the chat. And as we go along, I'll be watching. And after today, you can find me and everything we build together at sweetstories.com. Let's get into it. Becoming the icon. Today's focus is on the transformative journey of building a personal brand identity, which is so important for positioning yourself to be seen, sought after, and ultimately selected. Think of your personal brand as your unique story. It's crafted by you, and yet it's influential enough to captivate others. This identity becomes your signature in the professional world and distinguishes you from the crowd. At Sweet Stories, the advertainment company, we believe that a well-defined personal brand is not just about visibility, it's about strategic influence and memorable impact. Now let's dive into why being an icon isn't just about being seen, but also about being unforgettable. In the journey to becoming an icon, the first step is self-discovery. It's about peeling back those layers to reveal your authentic self, understanding your values, strengths, and passions. This foundation will guide you in crafting a brand that truly represents who you are and what you stand for. So ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? What impact do I want to make? These are the questions that are pivotal in shaping your narrative and ensuring that your brand resonates with your audience. Becoming an icon doesn't just happen overnight. It's a continuous process of growth and evolution. Stay true to your story, and with persistence, you'll not only be seen, but remembered. Let's dive into why identity is so important for your personal brand. Often we think that visibility is the issue when our success starts to seem stagnant. However, the real challenge lies in identity. Without a clearly defined identity, your brand is at the mercy of interpretation, rather than being strategically positioned. This means others might perceive you in ways that don't align with your true self. So, how do we flip the script from interpretation to positioning? By clearly defining who you are, you control the narrative and ensure that your brand speaks for itself. This is the foundation for being not just visible, but unforgettable. Welcome to the often dreaded plateau of high achievers. You find yourself in the spotlight, yet few people are recognizing your contributions. You possess significant skills, but they're not strategically leveraged. You maintain consistency and yet remain unnoticed. You're acknowledged for your work rather than for the unique individual that you are. To evolve into a legend, you require more than just expertise or visibility. You must cultivate a personal identity that resonates deeply with your audience. This is where the art of personal branding comes into play. It involves crafting a narrative that reflects your core values and showcases your unique attributes with flair. This is precisely where many high-performing professionals plateau. Visible, but not yet memorable. They're skilled, but not yet strategically positioned. Consistent, but not recognized. They're known for their work rather than who they are. To ascend from this plateau, embrace your authentic self. The journey toward becoming an icon demands more than mere expertise or exposure. It necessitates an intentional approach to personal branding. This includes developing a narrative that aligns with your core values and clearly communicates your unique value proposition. By focusing on your identity, you'll transform from being just another face in the crowd to a beacon of inspiration. And this strategic approach ensures you're not merely seen, but become unforgettable, sought after for your genuine contributions, and selected for opportunities that resonate with your vision and purpose. This process entails a profound exploration of self-discovery, where you're going to gain insight into your strengths, passions, and the distinctive qualities that differentiate you from others. Only then can you devise a branding strategy that not only enhances your skills, but it also positions you as an indispensable presence in your field. This journey represents the transformation from being an ordinary professional to becoming a true source of inspiration and influence. The identity shift. Marketing amplifies, identity positions. This is not theory. This is applied identity. Sweet Stories builds identity systems that are rooted in real-world experience across corporate environments, founder-led ventures, and creative brand execution. With a deep understanding of those nuances that make each brand unique, we craft identities that resonate and endure. Our approach is both art and science, blending creativity with strategy to ensure your brand is not only seen. We believe in the power of storytelling to connect and captivate, transforming ordinary interactions into meaningful engagements. We don't just create brands, we build legacies that inspire and influence when we closely work with you to uncover the essence of your brand, ensuring that every element, from your logo and your color palette to your tone of voice, reflects your true identity. Whether you're a startup looking to make your mark or an established entity seeking to redefine your presence, Sweet Stories is here to guide you through every step of the journey. So let us help you turn your brand vision into a compelling reality, positioning you firmly in the minds and the hearts of your intended audience. At Sweet Stories, we believe in the power of a cohesive brand journey, where every phase is interconnected and builds upon the last. From the initial spark of design to the expansive reach of growth, each element is a testament to the thoughtful construction of your brand's story. So, what is the icon framework? It's design, build, promote, and grow. Design, build, promote, grow. Design. Craft your brand's look and voice with purpose and precision. Build. Create a solid foundation for your brand. Lay down the brand bricks for a structure that's emotionally and memorably resonant. Promote. Unleash your brand's charisma so you can strategically position your brand experience across all interaction points. Grow. Expand your brand's reach with the power of consistency and clarity. With the icon framework, you gain the tools to make bold moves that resonate. Every piece speaks to your brand's thoughtful story. This icon framework is here so it can be your guide in this transformative process. It's turning complexity into clarity and potential into performance. Many people tend to overlook the importance of identity, and they just dive straight into marketing. And this oversight is why their efforts often fail to leave a lasting impression. Such a gap traps professionals in a cycle of visibility without effective positioning. Without a strong identity as a foundation, every piece of content becomes a mere guess. Each marketing initiative appears chaotic, and your brand risks just fading from memory. What's the cost? Each day without clarity of identity is another day your brand is interpreted rather than positioned. And the longer that you delay, the more challenging it becomes to change perceptions about your brand. The reality: content that's lacking identity is simply noise. Marketing that's built on a shaky foundation is a wasted effort. You cannot create a recognizable brand without a defined identity. It's akin to building a house without a blueprint. So, we created a solution. It's a systemic approach to define, design, and implement your identity to begin a transformation from simply being visible to becoming truly iconic. Becoming the icon, building a personal brand identity, is now available as an online course for business owners and executives looking to enhance their personal brand. What's on the menu? Developing brand identity and visibility, creating captivating brand experiences, employing practical tools for business transformation, expanding brand presence. This course, Becoming the Icon, is your backstage pass to crafting a memorable presence that resonates with your audience. It's packed with essential tools and insights, and it aligns your marketing with your core values. It is self-paced with 4 modules and hands-on exercises. Building an iconic brand takes time, but with guidance, you can confidently shape your identity and make a lasting impact. What happens if you're diligently doing the work and yet it seems your efforts are not yet yielding that desired recognition? Before your identity is fully defined, you may find yourself creating without clear direction, resulting in a fragmented brand presence. Your messaging may vary across different platforms, leading to a disjointed perception. You recognize your potential, yet it remains unexpressed. This is where Sweet Stories steps in. Through our comprehensive online course, Becoming the Icon, we guide you in building a powerful personal brand identity that authentically reflects who you are and what you represent. In the Icon course, you will learn to craft a cohesive and compelling message that resonates consistently across all platforms, ensuring your presence is both unified and impactful. The course is designed to unlock your potential by equipping you with the necessary tools and strategies to align your brand with your professional aspirations. Whether you are an emerging entrepreneur or an established professional, Sweet Stories empowers you to confidently enter the marketplace, ready to make your mark and create a lasting legacy. So, together, let us transform your vision into reality and elevate your brand to the iconic status it deserves. Where do the majority of professionals experience transformation? After identity is activated, the presence becomes cohesive, the message becomes clear, the brand reflects your level of work, and the work and the identity then align. This wasn't random, this was designed. Now, what would happen if you were not only seen, but truly remembered, sought out for your authentic contributions, and selected for opportunities that align with your vision and purpose? Today, we're diving into the transformative journey of becoming the icon. This course is here for the story-making part of your personal brand. It's for the before and after, the cause and effect, the visible and the memorable, the skilled and the positioned, the consistent and the recognized. This course is for the ones who are known for what they do and who they are. By the end of this course, you'll have the tools to develop a brand that resonates deeply and engages effectively with your audience. It is more than just visibility. It's about becoming the icon. Every interaction, whether it's online or offline, is a testament to your brand. And that's why there are 3 interest levels of the course that are available now. There's the Icon Masterpiece package and the Icon Sketch and Sketch Plus packages. The Icon Masterpiece package is designed for those looking to elevate their personal brand to a new level of sophistication and customization. Now let's explore what makes this package comprehensive solution for your branding journey. First, with the Icon Masterpiece, you'll receive everything that's included in the Icon Sketch and Sketch Plus. If you're watching the screen in the presentation here, you'll see that there is a list of things that are included with your Icon course packages. But one key component is the monthly one-on-one brand strategy sessions with a dedicated social identity designer. This Masterpiece package offers that personalized touch that ensures that your brand aligns perfectly with your vision and goals. Second, you'll benefit from a done-for-you brand mood board and color strategy, which takes the guesswork out of creating a cohesive and appealing visual identity. These are some of the elements that are so important in making your brand immediately recognizable and memorable. And also, I want you to remember that you'll gain lifetime access to the Udios group, offering continued support and resource access for team brand building. This community aspect with the Udios group provides ongoing learning and connection opportunities. The goal here is not just to design a brand, but to craft an icon masterpiece that stands out, reflects your unique identity, and is ready to take on the market with confidence. Moreover, the Masterpiece package includes that one-on-one brand strategy session, because that personalized guidance is going to ensure your brand remains memorable. With all of the packages, Icon Sketch, Icon Sketch Plus, and Icon Masterpiece, you'll have full access to a 4-part online course. That framework of design, build, promote. While the icon branding workbook is not included with the icon sketch, it is included with the Icon Sketch Plus and Icon Masterpiece. The icon branding workbook is here to support your vision and strategy. It includes the brand board, the lookbook templates, all of the printable and downloadable files, and it's readily available so that way your visual identity is consistent and it's clear. All of the course options are self-paced. It allows you to learn in a high-impact manner that still fits your schedule. So, consider whether the Icon Masterpiece or Icon Sketch align best with your brand journey and goals. Your choice should reflect where you see your brand heading. When faced with the choice between the course packages, your decision ultimately depends on your individual style and objectives. I'm going to share with you what the course experience is all about. First, it's about visibility. It's the built-in features of your brand identity. The ones that include what your brand represents, who you are, and how you're affiliated with the brand identity. Whether it's a small business or a large company, what your audience should remember and how you're represented across any platform in every channel as a brand identity, as presence. Whichever course route you choose, each package has been meticulously designed to help you establish a strong and impactful identity. Now, if you're watching with me on the presentation, before we jump into this slide, I just want to hit the pause button and reflect on the transformative journey that we've talked about so far. Previously, before any of this, you might have found yourself guessing content, just blending in with the crowd, or lacking that clarity in your brand's message. I want you to know that these are common challenges that many brands face in the initial stages or during a transformation. So let's talk about the after picture. In the after picture, you're gonna have that clear positioning, a recognizable brand presence, and strategic visibility. A transformation isn't just about changing how the brand looks. It's about reshaping how it's perceived and how effectively it communicates with your audience. This brand metamorphosis is beyond the visual deliverables. It's about revamping the way your brand speaks at any. The shift from guessing to clarity is so profound. It allows your brand to not just exist, but thrive in its unique space. By providing your audience with a consistent, recognizable identity, you then are able to create stronger connections and achieve a greater impact. Remember that this isn't just a makeover. It is a strategic spotlight on your brand's intentionally designed presence. You may have some common concerns regarding the refinement or establishment of your brand. And that's why we at Sweet Stories are here in this transformative process for you as a personal brand, for you as a business, or for you as a personal brand in your business. Some of the common concerns that I've heard and that we've heard as a company are addressed here. On the screen, you might see 3 of the most common ones. And if you have any, let me know in the comments right now, and I'll do my best to respond at the end of this presentation. But first, you might think, I already have a brand. That's fantastic. However, it is important and vital for you to evolve it into a well-defined identity. Without that clarity in your brand may be misunderstood and it can just fail to stand out in the market, especially real estate where you have to sell yourself. Second, You might say, I don't have time. We completely emphasize with this concern. And that's why we created this as a guided system with structured frameworks to help you progress efficiently, relieving that stress of starting from scratch or just spending hours in uncertainty. Lastly, you may wonder, I'm just not sure if this will work for me. Rest assured, achieving clarity of identity is adaptable and relevant across all industries, whether you're in real estate, law, insurance, or starting your own business. Whether you're an executive or a creative professional, our icon framework is designed to fit your unique positioning, providing that customized approach you need. There can be more concerns or questions, so we are online anytime at sweetstories.com so we can be a part of your brand solutions. There's an AI chat agent, a branding blog, and a contact page to address subjects that are beyond this presentation. These are some simple ways that we continue to take a significant step toward transforming your brand into a clear and compelling identity. Okay. When considering the cost of building a strong brand, we often overlook the value of integrating essential services. Let's break down the components that contribute to this investment. What should this cost? First, brand strategy is the cornerstone. This is what involves that strategic positioning, defining your audience, and establishing competitive differentiation. The brand strategy is the foundational work that ensures your brand stands out, it's memorable, and it appeals to the right people, that audience. Next, we have identity design. This is where visual identity systems, verbal frameworks, and brand architecture come into play. These are the elements that are crucial in creating a cohesive and memorable brand presence. Then there is marketing planning. Here's where we focus on channel strategies, content calendars, and campaign frameworks. These tools ensure your brand maintains consistent visibility across all platforms. Finally, content direction encompasses messaging guidelines, your content pillars, and the creative direction of your brand. This ensures that every interaction you have and your brand have are meaningful and they're still in alignment with your core values. Now, when you consider the cost of these services separately, it can easily exceed $10,000. But with Sweet Stories, you gain a comprehensive, unified approach that aligns all of these elements seamlessly. Think of it not just as an expense, but as an investment in a holistic branding experience that elevates your business. With this integration, you're not just buying services, you're acquiring a strategic partner in your brand's success. That's what it should cost. Now, what it would cost. When you're considering the costs that are associated with developing a compelling brand, it is essential to look beyond mere financial investment. What truly goes into creating a brand that's memorable? First, time. Time serves as a vital ally. Building a brand requires dedication and patience as you refine your vision and strategy to perfection. Next, it's training and development. Anybody with a business knows that this is such an important part where so many details are involved because this involves learning and growing, whether it's gaining new skills or deepening the industry knowledge to maintain a competitive edge. And equally just as important is the effort that's invested. That energy, that commitment that you put into consistently building and maintaining your brand presence. Additionally, personal planning plays a critical role. This means that you have to align your brand with your personal and professional aspirations, ensuring that each step takes you and supports you into that overarching vision. Building a brand is so much more than just a financial commitment because it's a comprehensive journey of growth and development. It just keeps going. These elements together form the real investment behind every strong brand. We talked about what this should cost, what it would cost. Now, what this could cost. When we talk about what this could cost, we're not just referring to financial expenses. Have you considered the possible implications of not investing adequately in your brand strategy? First, what could happen is corporate distortion can occur. This happens when your brand's core identity becomes diluted due to inconsistent messaging or a lack of focus. If you're in real estate, you know how this is relevant because you go from personal brand to brokerage to corporate, from corporate to brokerage to personal brand. And then if you're involved in a team or if you're involved with management, a lot of corporate distortion can occur. Next, there's the risk of disoriented marketing. When marketing efforts aren't aligned with your brand's values and goals, your message can lose its purpose, leading to confusion, both internally and externally. Finally, an inadequate approach can lead to a disconnect between your brand, you as a being, and your business. And this disconnect can hinder the influence, the recognition, and your expansion opportunities. By understanding these potential costs, now we can appreciate the true value of an aligned and well-developed brand strategy. Sweet Stories is here for your branding journey. Our mission is to inspire, inform, innovate, and immerse. And that's what we're going to do with this course. Here's how to start the becoming the icon process of your identity before ever seeking visibility. Define your brand identity. Understand who you are. What is it that you stand for? What is your uniqueness? A strong identity ensures your visibility efforts resonate with your audience. Next on the brand experience blueprint is align your brand and business. Consistency, because consistent internal values and external messaging build trust and credibility. Next is build supportive systems. Establish a solid foundation for growth. You have to focus on more than just content creation. Because structure. Focus on SEO and discoverability. This ensures your brand is searchable and it reaches the intended audience. So the brand experience blueprint is define, align, build, structure. By defining, aligning, building, and structuring, you create a memorable and impactful brand. This right here can be your brand experience blueprint for strategic visibility. If you're with me on the presentation, screenshot the slide. It's going to be helpful and applicable to your brand, to your business, to you as a being, when you can define, align, build, and structure your identity. So by now, you've already gained insight on how your brand can evolve into something that's truly impactful. When your brand becomes desired, recognized, referenced, and remembered, you're not just visible, you're influential. And when you're influential, it means you're no longer striving for attention. Your audience actively seeks you out. Achieving this level of brand influence requires 5 crucial elements. Ready? These 5 crucial elements are clarity, consistency, direction, execution, and identity. A solid identity. With these in place, you can develop a comprehensive brand identity system that's both scalable and sustainable. Remember, effective positioning doesn't just create visibility, it generates demand. And with demand comes affluence. Becoming the icon means that together we'll guide you towards the next level of brand excellence. So choose how you want to build your identity. Start with the icon sketch, or elevate it with the icon masterpiece. Let's keep the core brand belief at the center. Even in this course offer, our intention remains aligned with our company philosophy. This is more than a commitment to a course package. It's an investment in a company design transformation. Because what if you could be recognized, repeated, referred, and remembered all in one? At Sweet Stories, this is what we build, this is what we do, and this is who we are. The Sweet Stories philosophy is that identity positions, marketing amplifies, positioning creates demand. And our intention is to help you build a personal brand identity that can be recognized, repeated, referred, remembered. As we move on, consider which options you've seen so far that align with how you plan to enhance your brand identity and strategic positioning. Consider which path aligns with your interest and investment. And if you have questions, comment in the chat or directly contact us on our site at sweetstories.com. Interest and investment. Choose your priority path. As you're looking with me here on the screen, the Icon Masterpiece course includes that consultation and customization. This option is perfect for C-suite executives, industry leaders, public figures, and founders who are ready to amplify their expertise and expand their industry influence. It includes features like a fully custom tailored brand presence and a distinguished visual identity. You'll benefit from expert-led refinement of your executive brand story and have access to aesthetically elevated, ready-to-launch branding materials. There are also live Q&A sessions with Sid, a social identity designer, and a priority calendar booking for personalized consulting. Next, we have the Icon Sketch course. This is ideal for entrepreneurs, professionals, and just getting started executives who are looking to develop a polished strategic brand presence. It will help you define your brand identity with confidence, position yourself as a leader, and develop a strategic brand framework that you can implement immediately. You'll have access to all the online content, recorded modules, and downloadable templates. Both paths lead to identity clarity and strategic positioning, but cater to different needs and levels of involvement. So we encourage you to consider which option aligns best with your aspirations and current stage in your professional journey. I want to simplify the enrollment options. So that's what we're going to do here. 2 key conversations, and this is also a brand tip in your conversations. Simplify. Intentions and expectations. We've already mentioned time and effort, interest and investment. Here's where we're going to clarify and align the course options with your career path, as simple as what is the intent and what to expect. My suggestion is that your enrollment option should reflect how much support you want around the identity that you are building. Icon sketch. The intention would sound like, I want to define my identity independently. Okay, here's what you can expect. Self-paced structure, workbook guidance, templates, and the 4-part framework. Okay, Icon sketch plus. Your intention might say, I want structure plus strategic review. Here's what you can expect: course access with brand strategy sessions, a brand audit, and profile support. The icon masterpiece. The intention would be, I want guided refinement and a more elevated brand presence. Here's what you can expect: course and consult support, custom direction, and a more done with you, done for you experience. What all of this prevents is visibility without direction. Without identity, your brand may become visible, but still feel unclear. This becoming the icon course helps prevent the content that's without direction, the marketing that's without meaning, the visuals that's without consistency, offers without positioning, and presence without recognition. Instead, your brand begins operating with intention. Because if your brand identity isn't showing, your brand presence isn't growing. Expect the experience to meet you where you are. This course is built for different levels of readiness. Some people need clarity, some need refinement, some need implementation support. The icon course experience offers multiple paths. If your brand feels undefined, start with sketch. If your brand feels close but wants to level up on strategy, choose Sketch Plus. If your brand needs elevation, cohesion, and guided execution, choose Masterpiece. And if you're ready to start right now, or you're passing this along to another decision maker, I'm going to share with you right now instant do it now options. The workbook and the enrollment are both here on the screen. So if you're with me on the presentation, you can scan the QR code, or if you're following along on social, visit our website and search for these words: workbook or course. First, we have the Becoming the Icon course. The Icon Sketch Plus, and the Icon Masterpiece packages are accessible with the same link. Once you visit the course page, you'll be able to enroll in the package of your choosing. Here's where I'd like to reiterate the importance and value of having the support of a dedicated social identity designer. The Social Identity Designer, or SID, assists you both before and after the course, making sure you can effectively implement all of the things that you've learned. This is ideal for those who want the hands-on guidance through their branding journey. For those who prefer a more independent approach, there's the self-paced option featuring the instant download workbook and brand strategy blueprint. This is perfect for the solo entrepreneurs or anyone looking to scale their personal brand at their own pace. I'm going to move on as you review which one aligns with your investment and commitment. But this may be that one simple choice that you make today to position your brand for a better tomorrow. So how can you define, align, and elevate your brand identity? That's what's next. The Icon Branding Workbook is a vital tool for agents looking to boost their brand visibility and foster that growth. It can be used alongside the course or purchased separately and function independently as an invaluable resource within the office. If you have a multi-agent company or a multi-agent team, this is for you. What's distinct about the workbook? This experience focuses on defining, aligning, and elevating your brand identity from the inside out. The Icon Workbook is a readily available branding tool for real estate professionals. It's aiding both the newcomers and the seasoned veterans in crafting a unique personal brand. Through engaging exercises that are centered on brand identity, strategic reflection, brand voice, and visual cohesion, this workbook offers a structured branding experience, moving beyond the simple fill-in-the-blank templates. Some of the benefits include enhanced clarity in brand identity and increased confidence, clear direction for content creation and marketing strategies because you have those printable, downloadable templates, a solid foundation for sustainable growth. We're clearly defining what your brand is about. Thus, you get identity clarity. Understanding who you are at your core is essential. And because of that, this clarity serves as the foundation for everything else. We also talk about brand positioning. So things like, what sets apart my brand in the marketplace? It'll help you in recognizing your unique position so you can significantly impact your ability to attract the right audience. We talk about visual and verbal alignment. How often have your visuals and messaging not conveyed the same message? Ensuring that your visuals and messaging convey the same message and story is vital. And this alignment guarantees that your brand message remains consistent and compelling. It introduces our brand consistency system. This system helps maintain your brand's integrity and recognizability across all platforms and interactions. Keep in mind, while many agents might be visible, there are only a select few that are truly distinctive. So this 129-page digital PDF offers that structured experience that's so important. It's essential for agents that are aiming to enhance their brand presence and encourage growth. Okay, when you think about your brand right now, does it feel like it's working for you, or does it feel like it's working against you? I'm going to tell you something. The businesses that invest in their brand identity right now will be the ones dominating their market by 2027. When identity is clear, your brand becomes easier to recognize, refer, repeat, remember, recommend. This is where visibility becomes strategic. This is where your presence begins to work with more clarity. This is where identity becomes influence. By now, we've been in conversation about your brand, and I want to make it easy for you to take the next step on your own time. You're not choosing whether your brand matters. Right now, you're choosing how deeply do you want to build it. So sign up for the course with the QR code on the screen or via our AI agent at sweetstories.com. Now that you have clarity on your identity, it's really time to communicate it effectively. Every interaction, whether it's online or offline, should be a testament to your brand. Consistency is key. Becoming the Icon Building a Personal Brand Identity is now available as an online course for business owners and executives looking to enhance their personal brand. This is better branding for better business. This is Sweet Stories. Thank you for your time and effort. Thank you for your interest and investment. And thank you for your start to becoming the icon. We'll stay connected. And the next screen here is the system, the shift. This part is about you. So I do have time for questions. I want them to be so important for anybody that's here or create a transition between now and our next conversation. So if you have a question, leave it in the comments, share it in the chat or on our website, and I'm going to do my best to respond to everyone as soon as I can. Okay. No questions as of yet. So what I'd like to do is offer you a direct link to our resources. We have branding resources for you as a personal brand, for you as your business online in our website at sweetstories.com. If you're on the presentation, I'm going to include the link in the chat. If you're with me on social, go to sweetstories.com, go to the AI chat that's prompted once you visit the website, and just search resources. You'll be directed to our resources page. There are resources that are available free instant download, and we also have a shop if you're looking to put a little bit of investment into your office, your business, your company, your growing brand. Next, we have another event that is exactly like today's. If you want to refer a friend or somebody on your team, that is on Eventbrite. But on June 1st, we have a workshop. So June 1st is actually going to be a little bit more in depth with some of the templates that are on the workbook. So we're going to only work through a few again because it's 129 pages, but that's going to be June 1st. I'll also include the link in the chat. And really, before I let you go, I want to make the next step clear. Clarity is the whole point of what we do here. And if you're ready to start building your identity today, the icon sketch is where you begin. It's self-paced, structured, and it's built exactly for the professional in this room right now. And if you want the system done with you alongside a dedicated brand strategist, that's the icon masterpiece. Both are at sweetstories.com/online course. And that link is also going to be in the chat. And if you want to start before you decide, just go to the website. In the AI chat, type icon workbook and download it right now. Begin tonight. Why not you? The link is going to be the same on all our platforms. It's at Sweet Stories. You can reach me directly through the website, through my DMs, or through the contact page at sweetstories.com. I read everything, I respond, and the conversation doesn't end when this meeting does. On Instagram, I'm about Amera and available through at Sweet Stories. On LinkedIn, you'll find me at Amera Fattah, and everything, the course, the workbook, the blog, the contact page, they all live online anytime at sweetstories.com. For now, thank you. Have a sweet day and stay connected at Sweet Stories.